In a pretty competitive fight, but also a pretty boring fight, Regis Prograis defeated Danilito Zorrilla to defend his WBC World Super Lightweight title. But before we get into this fight, welcome back to All It Takes No Lifts. I'm Alex, and that's Christian. And I apologize last weekend for saying Zorrilla. It's actually Zorrilla, so I just wanted to clear that up before we get into this. But Christian, what did you think of this fight?
Regis did not look nearly as good as I expected. I was not expecting Zaria to be hanging with him the way he did. Zaria came out guns blazing, but kind of fizzled out and just went with I don't know. I just his tactics after the first couple of rounds they were just interesting to me. But Regis, he just I guess he was active enough, but no, he just wasn't too impressive to be quite honest.
Yeah, I mean, it was just kinda like you were saying with Zarya. God, I gotta get that right. But for the first few rounds, I mean, this dude was really aggressive, very active, and it looked like he was kind of outworking Regis, and then kind of throughout the rest of the fight, he just made it at the end of the rounds where he was doing enough to where he was making the fight each round competitive enough, and, like, the scorecards are kind of all over the place, to be honest, for this one, so it's kinda weird. The 113, 114 in Zaria's favor is kind of very interesting, especially since he was knocked down.
Yeah, but boxing judge is gonna boxing judge. But at the same time, I'm not gonna scream, this is anything controversial or anything like that. Sometimes people see the fights very different, especially when they're kind of ugly fights like this. Yeah, they can be all over the place. So I'm not I'm not too critical on that. But honestly, though, Regis, I'm not liking what I saw from Regis. To be honest, he's just looking very beatable at 140 right now.
Yeah, he's honestly looking kinda beatable, but, I mean, you gotta kinda give credit to Zaria too. On 4 weeks' notice, he kinda did bring the fight to, Regis, so, I mean, you gotta give him credit too. But to kinda look ahead, I mean, this is a super stacked division, 140, and he also got 135 too, so who would you like to see, Regis fight next?
Uh, I mean, honestly, he's got plenty of options. I think the best option would be Mr. Retired old 25-year-old Tiafimo Lopez. That'd be a banger because the way he looked at 140, obviously he's looking like the man at 140 in my opinion. But Regis would be the one to have a debate over that. Also, though, I think Devin Haney, him moving up if he were to relinquish all of his titles, that would be another awesome fight to make. But just like Regis, Devin Haney has options too, so we would have to wait and see if that gets planned out. But seems like Regis wants Devin Haney next, and I don't know. I don't know if he like he should take that fight. That's a big fight to make, but I don't know how much I'd favor him in that.
Yeah, and I think that that's probably who I was gonna say because of the whole FaceTime thing after the fight and everything.
Hmm.
That's who I would like to see Rodriguez fight next, Haney. But I mean, like you said, both of these guys have plenty of options in this weight class, even at 135, which is what Haney is at.
Yeah, both of those guys. Honestly, any big name around those weight classes, they have a bunch of options. I'm just hoping these options turn out to be good quality fights being made. But yeah, Regis. Honestly, those are the top two options I think for Regis. But then at the same time, he needs to polish some things before going into those fights. And we know what he's capable of as a fighter. So I do think he could come in and put up a better performance, especially if it's a little more motivating, like a bigger name, bigger payday. Who knows?
Yeah, he's got some things he could polish up on, and we've definitely seen him have some better fights. But if you enjoyed this video and want to see more recaps or previews, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, hit that like button. It helps us out more than you think.
Any and all support is appreciated. And if you guys would like, you can check out our social medias too above me right there. But I'm looking forward to seeing what's next for Regis. And until then, peace.
Peace.